Hey YouTube. So this video is gonna be like really quick. I just wanted to come to you all really quickly and tell you a little bit about what I'm doing for my healing and how I'm being intentional about that process. I'm actually in Virginia at my cousin's house. But anyways, that's part of my healing process as well. I am known to like to escape and take trips and just up and leave, and escapism is like my shit. So I enjoy changes of scenery. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy just different experiences in different places, and that helps me to kind of just come out of whatever I'm feeling at that time. It allows me to just be in a new space, a new time, a new feeling. And so that has been good for me. I've been here for a couple of days, and it's been really restorative and grounding for me. In addition to that, I've been doing daily meditations. I usually have picked one, and I pick a meditation to do. I'm getting caught up. Usually what I'll do is, hold on, let me pause the TV. I'm tripping. So usually what I'll do is I will pick a chakra for that day, because I feel like a lot of our pain, a lot of our trauma, a lot of things we need to heal from are related to our chakras. So for me personally, it's been helpful to kind of focus on a chakra and then focus on, what comes with that chakra. So what does that chakra rule over? What does that chakra influence? So for example, with my throat chakra, I know I have a lot of trauma and hurt from the fact that I grew up with the stutter. It was really bad, and there's a lot of embarrassment and shame and lack of confidence that came from that, and as well as in my speaking. So I might pick my throat chakra for that day. I'll start my day off with a meditation on it. It doesn't have to be long, usually about 10 to 15 minutes. And so far I've been using this album by Londrell, the Self-Care Package. Is amazing. He has a meditation song up there for every chakra, and I start my day with each one. Usually these days it's been a random pick. I'll just pick one and just play it and start my day with that. Or if I want to be intentional that day and I'm feeling like I want to focus in on something, for example, I'll pick my throat chakra, and I'll sit down, I'll do the meditation, and then I will write out some affirmations for that chakra, just to get myself grounded in that strength and in that cleansing of that chakra. So I'll write down some affirmations, some positive things that I want to see come out of that chakra. I'll also, if I feel inclined, I'll write down, what it is I'm feeling like is blocking that chakra. What pain, what trauma, what experience did I have that I feel like is blocking that particular chakra? So I might write about, when I was younger, my stutter, I got made fun of, or I felt like people would make fun of me, so I just didn't speak, or I just tried to talk less and talk quieter, and all these things that are now part of who I am. But it's related to trauma. So I might work on that and be intentional about writing that out and acknowledging what that is. And I might burn it, I might keep it, I might reflect on it, depending on what I feel like I need to do with that. And then I follow it up with yoga or another meditation, whatever I feel like I need to do to kind of just release those bad feelings, those negative feelings. In addition to that, I've been doing mirror work, sitting in front of the mirror and looking at myself, trying to encourage myself, because when you look in the mirror, y'all, it gets so uncomfortable. And when you just sit there and stare at yourself, it's just like, okay. But then you just start to pick at every little thing on your face or on your body. You just start to see things that are wrong, and you just start to say these things to yourself. And I don't know if it's just me, but that's how I was doing it, and it became so uncomfortable. So what I've tried to do is, like, for every critique I have about myself, I'll replace it with something good. Like if I'm looking at my eyes and I'm like, my eye look a little lopsided, or my eyebrows look trash, I'm like, you know what? At least I know how to do my makeup, so I can give myself eyebrows. And my eyes are not lopsided. They're actually very, very nice and very intense. And so I'll find something to say to replace that negative thing. In addition to that, I've been journaling, which I've always done, but I've been more intentional about journaling everything, journaling how I'm feeling, journaling my emotions, being able to write down things that I want to manifest. Like every day, I'm writing something down. Like this is it's coming to me. This is what I'm expecting. This is how it's gonna look. This is how it's gonna feel. And manifesting in present tense, of course. Like I am great. I am powerful. Not I will be, or this is coming to me. But like I am looking forward to so-and-so. I am looking forward to the feeling of blank that will come from so-and-so. And that's how I've been writing and being intentional about my manifesting. I've also recently purchased a spiritual bath to help me wash off stuff, because somebody said this to me the other day, this term spiritual attack, that people consciously or subconsciously might be sending negative energy in your way, and that is a spiritual attack. And I personally have felt that. I'm not sure if the people that are doing it are even aware of what they're doing, but I have been feeling very attacked and feeling very targeted, and I don't want to engage in warfare with anybody. So I just want to make sure that I'm protecting myself and protecting my energy, so that no matter what people do or say in my direction, that it will just bounce off of me and go back to them. So I've been very intentional about that. I've been praying a lot. I've been saying Psalms. Because Bible verses have very strong energy. They have very strong, powerful energy. The amount of people that believe in those words in and of itself gives it strength, gives it power. So the Bible is a very powerful book of text that has some very powerful scriptures that could even be perceived as spells, like you can cast a spell using a Bible verse. Like that's a real thing. But it's a whole nother story. I've been praying, I've been talking to God, I've been talking to my ancestors, my guides. I've been making sure that I'm in tune with my higher self, that I'm always catering to my higher self, that, when I want something, I get it. When I am craving something, I get it. When I want to relax, I relax. When I want to do nothing, I don't do nothing. And I'm making sure that I, give myself what I feel like I need. And I indulge myself. I enjoy every pleasure that is available to me. I don't think that there's a such thing as a guilty pleasure. I am so for whatever pleases you, you do that. Whatever makes you feel good, you do that. And you do it proudly. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. I don't care what it is. Like, as long as you're not like raping kids, like, please, whatever it makes you happy, please find a way to enjoy it in a safe, healthy, holistic way. And I think that that's so important. What else have I been doing? Of course, my regular yoga practice. I've been reading a lot too. I have this new book on astrology. It's called ABCs of Astrology by Astro D. She has a YouTube page as well. Check her out. I'm also reading From Niggas to Gods. I don't know the author's name, but look it up. And my job has also been a lot more productive and active as of lately, which has been good because I do enjoy my job. And the pandemic slowed us down a whole bunch, but now I just feel like things are getting back on track. Like, especially for me personally in my life, everything that was in flux before is now getting back on track, and I'm so grateful for that. Oh, expressing gratitude. I have been expressing gratitude so much. I wake up every day and I just thank God. I thank. I'm so grateful to God, my ancestors, my guides, everyone watching over me from the spiritual realm. I'm so thankful because I feel like throughout my life, I've always been highly favored. I've always been blessed. Like, whatever I want, I get. And that is a scary thing. because sometimes I don't even understand the strength of my own power. But anything that I desire, truly desire, happens. And even when I don't want it to happen or I don't control it, it happens. I think that a good example of that was when my ex left me. Like, I wanted something different. I wanted things to change between us. And I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know what that would feel like. But the nigga broke up with me. And that was the most bizarre thing. I just didn't see that coming. But I was praying to God every day, like, bring me a change. Bring me him to take everything out that does not need to be here. And I didn't specifically mean him, but I meant, like, if this relationship is not gonna get me to where I need to be, please just take it out. If it needs to go, it needs to go. And it's been so hard to get people to understand that concept. Like, no, I'm not upset. No, I'm not mad, because I understand this was divine intervention. Like, this was so above me, you, him. Like, he doesn't even know why he did what he did. Like, in a true sense, like, what made him do that? Like, and it's divine. It's truly divine. And I just thank God every day. I thank God every day. Every day I thank God. I thank my ancestors, because they are working for me. They're doing so many great things for me. And I just want to make sure that I'm able to pay them back. I've also been working on my ancestor altar. I can give you guys more details on that once I figure it out, because I'm not doing too well. I'm not consistent as I should be, but they love me and I love them. I've also been getting into plants, which I'm also not very good at. My plants are dying. I think that I know that I need to work more on my heart chakra and with being more compassionate and nurturing. I'm not a very nurturing person, nor am I very emotional and emotionally inclined. So I am being more intentional about how I nurture those that I love and how I pour into those that I love, because I realize that I love in a very specific way, and I think that my love translates to others in a way that they understand. But everyone has a different love language, and it's important that we learn the love languages of everyone that we care about, not just our partners, but our friends and our family. And if we don't love people the way that they need to be loved, then we don't actually love them. We just love them for ourselves and not for them. And I think that I want to be more intentional about how I work on my heart chakra and how I give love, so that I receive the love that I want, so that I receive the love that I desire and that fulfills me and makes me happy. So those are a few things that I've been doing just to be more intentional about my healing process. And in between all those things, I cry so much, but I'm grateful for all the tears. I'm thankful for all of the pain, because sometimes tears are so releasing. Like, they just come out, and so does all the emotions, and I just love it. And breath work, focusing on my breathing into certain parts of the body, focusing on a certain part of the body or stretching a certain part of the body and breathing into that area, it can truly feel like a release. Like, if I bend my neck like this, I can feel whatever these muscles are, I can feel them loosening. I can feel the stretch widening when I breathe into certain parts of my body. Especially me, I think I store pain and trauma in my neck and my upper back area, like my shoulders and stuff like that. So when I breathe into those areas, and if I have somebody like rub my shoulder and I breathe, I feel like I'm releasing whatever pain is stored in my body, because that's where pain gets stored. Every emotional occurrence that you have that doesn't get acknowledged or dealt with gets stored in your body, and then we get illnesses, we get diseases, we get all types of things that affect us physically, but it's really just emotional pain that's built up. A lot of the things that we experience in general, like anxiety. Anxiety is just unhealed trauma. Anxiety is the after effect of not dealing with what causes you pain. It's the after effect of not acknowledging things that have brought you hurt. So you're constantly worrying about the next thing because you haven't acknowledged the last thing. And we live in a society where we don't have time to acknowledge every one of our emotional triggers. But that's why it's important that we become intentional about doing that, because we're constantly in survival mode where it's like, okay, on to the next. I got to keep going. I got to keep moving. But it's like, bro, yes, we got to keep moving, but we have to come back to self. We have to come back and heal, ourselves, because if not, everything that we do is in vain. You will never be happy. You never have peace. You will never have health, a healthy life. And my wellness is so important to me right now. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm late for a call right now for work. But I love you all, and I hope that this was helpful. And hopefully I can go more in depth about how these things have helped me once I get over this hurdle. But thank you all. I love you and wish you nothing but joy, peace, and happiness.